Pod Leadum.
Top model. All the cycles. Podcast. Fleet. Spell backwards. Dumb.
Pod Leadum.
Hey, and welcome to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Alexander Price, and Miss Tinsley Mortimer asked me to deliver this to y'all.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and do I get up and leave now?
But those are really good, y'all. And I'm JW Crump, and is it weird that another empty bed is going to be in your room?
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 14, Episode 7, New York Women. Horrible.
Lies.
Yeah. I refer to it as the girl who has mature bones.
Can I tell you my title that wouldn't work for the show,
Please.
but that's specific to us? The girl whose days of being kind of right are over.
What a short-lived story arc on Pod Leadum. But you know what's a great long-running arc? All of our Anchor.fm sponsors. We got new ones coming in, and today we're highlighting Cheyenne. Cheyenne. You know, there's something so iconic to me about the name Cheyenne is like a Southern pop star name.
Yeah.
Like if I ever write a sketch with a Southern singer, I'm like, her name has to be Cheyenne.
For me, it's like, that was definitely the name of a character in Coyote Ugly.
Right?
Don't fact check me, but it was.
Yeah. Oh, if it wasn't one of the mains, there's a small background character, maybe multiple, named Cheyenne.
All extras are Cheyenne. Canon. Done.
All
So
urban cowboys.
And it works male or female.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Non-binary. Both binary.
Anything.
Any of all.
Oh, you know what?
Anyone can be Cheyenne.
I'm going to say it. It's the best name. So be just like Cheyenne and go to anchor.fm/podleadum to become a sponsor today.
Whoa. Whoa. Is that dispatches from previously on?
New casual language.
Ooh.
It's not previously anymore because it's last time on Top Model.
There's a new port in the island of previously.
You got to pay the last time import tax. My girls were challenged to create some sparks with Nigel Barker playing a shy model. Is that what happened? Because I'm pretty sure that's what they did, but it's not what they were challenged to do.
No.
But some just plain fizzled out. Isn't that sad? You know how when sparks fizzle?
Also, Hannah, when you
firework narrative is this?
when you said the girls were challenged, it made me think that it's like it was a struggle.
Not
They
the
were
girls.
challenged.
My girls.
My girls?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
Ooh, we haven't had a good Tyra mother
been a
metaphor
while.
in a while, and I'm glad she's getting back to what she knows.
Wait, Nigel got to be creepy all last episode? We can be creepy again?
Andre Leon Talley's been here long enough that I don't have to put up a facade anymore. I liked Alasia's. At the first of the episode, I really liked Alasia's. I'm not going to let anyone stand in my way. I'm also not even going to let myself stand in the way. Because Alasia knows. Alasia knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There was a kind of like 2-frame image where it seemed like Alasia got frozen though, because she just was like, hey, smile with like 2 thumbs up and then relaxed. Like, you're not taking a picture, Alasia.
Alasia's creating her own NFT.
I did appreciate her New York winter look of slightly lighter leather jacket, but with the full hat and scarf. This is a person who knows that parts of you
Yes.
get really cold and the rest of you will be boiling hot.
Though this hat becomes the 8th contestant. This because she wears it all the time where sometimes it looks like her hair.
Hmm?
Because
Yeah, sometimes
Alasia's
it looks
trying
like
new
they're
hair
bonding.
things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It almost becomes like a Victorian snood moment occasionally.
Real Ziamara energy.
I'm going to pitch it right now. Fantasy Cycle, all hats. We have had so many hats. Let's let them compete against one another. So we
Krista.
were talking about it. We were talking about it. The only thing we really talked about this episode before we let the button press record was Krista doing her own last time on. Categorizing people in a way that I did not expect from some of them. And then also erasing someone from existence.
They're her friend!
Krista has very minimal screen time this episode, but still is by far the most fun person that we get to spend any time with.
Absolutely.
When she refers to the group of people that she doesn't like as the people who need each other.
Which is so funny because this cycle, and also the show, but especially coming up real hard and quick, is going to be, are you real or are you fake? This is real, this is fake. You're being real. No, you're not. You're being fake. Real, fake, real, fake. To call one team real and not the other team fake, but team need each other. Because the fakest thing is needing someone else.
This is all true. However, Krista's grouping is like weird on her group.
Yep.
Because she says the reals are herself, Ansley, and Alasia.
Also,
her
I'm going to
arch
say
nemesis.
Ansley got in there?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Ansley. So Ansley is
will
real
always
Ansley.
Well,
the real Ansley, please
Ansley's.
stand up.
It's just funny because she's basically... It is interesting because she is truly not just listing her friends. Because she, I would say, iconically is not friends with Alasia. And is anyone friends with Ansley?
And is friends with Alexandra. We see so much of them talking to each other.
But Alexandra just is apparently somehow not a part of this two-sided competition.
No!
Imagine when Alexandra saw that someone was listing two teams and she was on neither team. That is the greatest insult that you can give Alex. Not on a team?
We've seen them engage with each other constantly.
But I gotta say, we have been generally fans of both Jessica and Raina up to this point.
Uh-huh.
Starting with this ride, and
It
Raina's
gets
weird.
tested.
Is it gonna be weird to have an empty bed in your room? And I'm sitting there thinking, what are you trying to accomplish with Anjali right now? What does this question actually mean?
Well, let's talk about it, because Raina is now creating a pattern of passive limo talk. Because remember the time when straight to Simone's face mere inches away, she was like, can you act? Like, Raina does this. I don't even know if she fully knows she's doing it, but she loves a passive little...
I think she does know.
I think so, too.
From things that happen later in the episode. Like,
wouldn't surprise me.
This episode was difficult to watch because I'm going to say it was 81% microaggressions.
That's generous. To give her, I'm not, because I actually don't believe this is true, but if you want to give her the smallest bit of doubt, their room seems far emptier. Like they've lost more people from the Raina room than they have from the Krista room.
Yeah, but I just don't. I'm like, what answer are you looking for?
I have no idea.
How are you? What are you trying to get Anjali to say?
And then to be all. And if you're going to ask that question, you have to accept whatever answer Anjali gives you.
Yeah.
But Raina also won't accept Anjali being like, no, it's a competition. So, no, that's not what I meant. I just meant, will it be weird? Well, then your answer's no.
I gave you a very straightforward answer.
Anjali answered your question, Raina. So do not be upset about it. Now, I'll say this. There is still, despite the fact that my model basic becomes not as fun as any other model basic, there is still a power ranking of asshole within that 3-person group. And Brenda is still the tiara holder of Team Need Each Other for assholery.
Well, it seems like Brenda really needs the other two in a way.
Yeah,
that maybe the other two don't necessarily need Brenda.
Because the show also does Jessica dirty in a Cycle for Brittany way.
She fully got Brittany's theme. Brittany's theme.
Anna Wanner.
I will say, and this is probably the last compliment I'm going to give Jessica this episode.
Yeah.
She does a perfect imitation of that Tyra pull the clip runway walk.
She knows.
She also does it every time she goes on a runway.
Correct.
I saw the shooting star. I saw
Oh,
the shooting
you
star,
did?
Alexander. Yeah, that you were like, oh, is that just always up? When we see Angeli, it is fully playing in a loop behind her.
Yeah.
You were absolutely right.
Hell. They're in hell. The digital art says elevated into the atmosphere, dynamite, and photographs like a dream. Y'all, the font choice has never been more wild.
My God, the first and the third fonts are unreadable.
They're like almost a parody of like an Aladdin themed restaurant font. Every letter is long where it shouldn't be and short where it oughtn't to be.
Well, it's like one of those fonts that you pick out because you like a couple of the letters, but then when you see the whole thing spelled out, you realize some of the letters aren't readable, but you've already real committed. To that prom theme. So you're like, well, now we're gonna give a lot of crap to Team Need Each Other. Angeli's bored.
Yes.
Yeah, I was literally going to say the same
decides. Angeli not only stirs shit, but she prepares the shit.
Seasons it.
Seasons it. Like, overnight marinates it in something to get ready for
it's really
stirring.
important to mise en place the shit before you put it in the pan if you really want to have a clean working space.
And you gotta make sure your pan for shit is warm before putting anything in. You don't want the shit to stick to the bottom of the pan. You need all that shit ready to serve up on a platter.
And Angeli's biggest insult to Lobby, that is a confusing concept to me, is fake confidence. That someone has a fake confidence. I think that's a hard thing to parse out. And I would also, at least Raina, seems normally confident.
Yeah, you're in a room with Alexandra, the most confident woman of the world.
Well, is anyone in a room with Alex anymore?
Yeah. Is she
Who
still
can
in
say
this
if she's on the show?
episode competition?
Also, I was like mostly on Angeli's side, even though she's bored. But Raina and Brenda weren't in the bottom. You're behaving like they were almost sent home.
But that's the thing, is that they just make it so easy for her.
Yes.
And that's why I think she keeps doing it.
Her little prancing around the house, sneaking around.
Just entering rooms constantly. There is so funny, though. There is something Three's Company style funny when Raina and Brenda are talking about Angeli. And first of all, not to skip over, Brenda says a nonsense sentence, which is Angeli's going to be being known for the bitch.
Well,
I don't know what word was misplaced
Hannah
or
brought
left
it up.
out.
She has prepositional problems.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brenda's in the closet, totally talking crap about Angeli.
Very loudly.
Angeli saunters in, and Raina's just like, oh no, with her.
But like, to Angeli, Brenda can't see her.
Yeah, she's just looking at Angeli going like, yay.
Oi, oi, oi.
Whoa.
It is high art to me, though.
We
this
cannot
happens.
skip over how dairy full this fridge is, because it is just full of 1% milk and whipped cream. Ready whipped cream. Do they have a dairy fridge? Is there another fridge with real food?
They got really worried that someone was gonna choke to death during Chubby Bunny.
We got a lot of watery milk.
Maybe these are all contestants who are just worried about bone health. And they're just
well, those bones are very mature. Gotta brighten those bones. Raina does this thing that she will continue to do throughout this episode of being concerned about how angry the black women are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, Angeli comes across as many things. Angry is not one of them.
No. Now, Alasia might, because she flails a lot. And I'm not saying she would intentionally hit someone.
Outbursts of loudness.
Yeah.
Where if I'm trying to be as generous as possible, which I'm not going to be, because I don't think my generosity has been earned in this situation. But I could make allowances for Alasia has spoken loudly to many people, has yelled at many people.
And it kind of goes from nothing to 100.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Angela
wouldn't
Lee-
describe Alasia as angry. I would maybe describe Alasia as someone who turns on a dime, gets very, like, passionate real quick with something.
Yeah.
Angela Lee is very controlled in her responses to people.
Always.
And does not seem angry. Seems real happy to be here. Doesn't
Yeah.
like you, but never has come across as angry.
It really comes across like Raina, Brenda are folks that have just never had anyone show dislike to their face.
Yeah.
And so they're in their minds.
Real
they're
popular
trying
girl
to-
energy.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, well, if someone doesn't like me, then they have to be bad. They have to be.
Yeah,
There's a problem
somebody
with
that's
them.
Bad.
I mean, and maybe this isn't talking heads that we're not seeing, but Brenda's not saying that about Ansley, who got very angry at Brenda. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think you can divorce the racial component from this.
I agree.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
I also, to your point, I feel like there is so much that we either aren't seeing or haven't seen, because this one episode feels edited completely differently from the other episodes we've seen.
Yeah.
Like
There's
stylistically.
so much happening. And according to, like, people imply that things have been brewing for a long time, or there's patterns of behavior that we just have not seen as viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this episode should have been built up to, like you're
Uh-huh.
saying, and it just feels like it spills out all at once.
A fun thing, Tyra's screen, I can see Alexandra just hidden behind Raina. So there she is. She's still here.
Oh, how nice for Alexandra to still be on the show. I wonder if Alexandra watched this episode and she was like, oh, thank God.
Good for me. The best look is no look.
They arrive to meet Miss J and Choquette, and they are late.
Oh, get ready for a new subplot for Alasia, like she needed one. Which is everyone always giving Alasia the exact number of minutes she has left and her dismissing it.
Well, here's the thing, and this might be too generous of a read for Alasia, and I'm prepared to hear that from both of you. I think Alasia has fully started tuning people out so she won't get into confrontations with them.
Perhaps.
Because she literally says of the people that she has to share a room with that she has put up a wall between her and them, which makes sense to me after Jessica tries to act. What is Jessica doing when she's like, there's some people I don't get along with, and then just points at Alasia? Like Alasia
is
can't
looking
see
at
her,
her.
like she's trying to get away with something.
I will give you that. Maybe Alasia has literally started tuning people out.
But
I
that
can't
does not
forgive.
change the fact. But that means if you're going to tune out your friendly 4-minute reminders, you need to put an alarm on your watch or something.
Yes, because let me tell you something, listeners. You know what Alexander cannot abide? Mostly in himself, but from other people too. Lateness. Constant lateness. And it's usually like constant, like 3-minute lateness. Not like, oh, I'm running late and I have this and this is a New York City subway problem. That I get. But this constant like 4 minutes of just like, we're waiting and we all have to wait, which when we get to we all have to wait and we all have to be late. Hate that energy.
I was shocked. I mean, back in days of Top Model
I would have
York.
left her.
Well, here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, Hannah, but we get other talking heads from the Alasia side of the house, the team real.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Krista, who's like, she's always late.
No, I
This
think
is
she's
what
tuned.
this is.
I think the lateness is
tuned
the
everyone.
base. The lateness is the base and definitely exists.
Yeah.
I think she's also tuning certain people out.
Yep, gone are the days of
At
7
the
alarm
bottom,
clocks in
that
one room.
Crunchy, perfectly cooked pie crust is one of lateness.
I do love this. Gives us a great Aunt Choquette moment that when they come in, Anne looks at Miss J's watch like, ooh. Can we talk about this? Is like one of Aunt Choquette's best looks.
Because she's at work, JW.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I know why.
Yeah. Oh, fun 17 fact, because we're at the 17 offices. Did you know that Sylvia Plath submitted nearly 50 pieces to 17 before her first short story, And Summer Will Not Come Again, was accepted and published in the 1950 issue? 50 submissions to 17 by Sylvia Plath.
You know you're going to get a fun fact, but you just don't expect it to be about Sylvia Plath.
What person had to quickly change out all the posters of covers to the top model posters so that we could get this long shot? Because you know Anne isn't hanging those up. Or I'm sorry, Choquette. Because when Miss J asks if you know who this is, someone just goes, Choquette.
Alasia.
Alicia
It was Alasia. Choquette.
Have we ever had her referred to by just her last name?
Choquette, Anne.
Miss J tells the group, like, who is it? Who is late? And they're all like, looking.
Well, Alicia says right away that it's her.
They all kind of like they cut their eyes one way, and Alicia's like, it's me.
Mhm.
I don't like to take nighttime showers. And he's like, well, too bad. It's dark.
Yes. Right.
I do love Miss J with a simple solution to things.
They are in the fashion closet.
Hey, it takes a second to go to the fashion closet because first we have to find out today is all about dressing for your proportion, which is apparently the key to being a model.
I hate this so much.
Yeah, me too.
See, I don't know, guys. I disagree because I feel like once we get to this, for once, it feels like the teach actually had instruction in some way, shape, or form. It actually had examples. It actually talked about specific people.
I think
Some specific people.
Well, they were clearly editing out not like the whole thing because there were about 10 things up there and we only heard 3 of them.
I think the specifics of the lesson are clear cut, which is good. I just am never a fan of, only certain people can wear this and look good.
Which is what the result is.
It's very of its time. I
Yeah.
think this was a thing for a long time. The how to dress for your particular body was a thing for a very long time. And I think that we have gotten past that a little bit.
And you can just kind of now it's into wear what you feel good in.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, but also in the show, we talk all the time about what looks good on the model in person and in panel and for a go-see. And some of this stuff is going to translate to that.
That's true. I just have a problem with the end result. Because, so when they're talking, they're like, is it long torso? Is it little
Short
bit
torso.
slender? Athletic? And some people, when it's like, you're a little bit slender, and we see like, yes, like Angeli and Krista. And then later, when we have to, apparently there was a challenge where you had to do the right one. And it wasn't about looking good or like the clothes fitting. It was about...
Yeah, it was about figuring out which type you are.
Yeah, are you pear-shaped, apple-shaped, tortilla chip-shaped, whatever it is.
Ooh, crunchy body.
Once they go to
When
they go to the fashion closet.
Wow. I love the idea that to Eddie, that's just her when she likes something. It's her thumbs up.
It's got a lot more like snatch too. But at the end, Alasia apparently didn't get told what her body shape was. And so she's penalized for, or like shamed for it.
Which is ironic because little does Anne Choquette know this is probably the best Alasia's ever looked in a challenge.
Also, you can't tell Alasia you look cute, but you did it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know Alasia's gonna take whatever the opposite she was meant to take from that.
Yes. Yes. Well, she did.
Got it.
She was like, what? I thought I was long torsoed. And then as she's saying it, as her breasts are just like boom, 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 in this like tight top, which she looks great. But I think also Anne Choquette compliments Angeli. I thought Angeli looked pretty terrible with that statement necklace she
Oh my
chose.
god, it's the
It's
biggest
just-
necklace we've ever seen on the show.
The biggest, stiffest necklace.
In ballet flats too, on top of everything else. Like,
I
not
actually think
look.
the rest of the outfit, if you can somehow take your mind and get the orange necklace away, which I know is a hard edit, I think the rest of the outfit was cute enough.
Sure.
I agree. I thought she looked nice.
I would also like to point out, we know that the Alexandra erasure is intentional because a challenge about your body type, we didn't include Alexandra at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the show would normally love to do that.
Exactly.
What does athletic mean? We're
Rushing.
saying that Raina,
Raina.
if Raina is athletic, what does that mean?
Well, my favorite part was that Aunt Choquette said that, like, that was the commonest knowledge, where she was like, athletic girls, like Raina, need to wear this. And we're like, wait, what?
I guess it's rectangle. Whoever's rectangle is athletic. I also love when Anne's like ruching. Miss J's like, I know you guys don't know what ruching is. Gathers.
I was glad he said that, actually, because...
Oh, I'm not mad about it.
Again,
Yeah,
I hear y'all's criticism. I just love any time a teach actually feels like they were being taught. Even if the lesson's bad, they were defining words.
Indeed.
They are told that they get
true.
to keep these clothes because, thank God, Alicia needed these clothes so bad.
Imagine if you're Brenda, though. You're getting so used to putting clothes on and getting to keep them. Brenda's just like, oh, is this what modeling is? Anytime I try on anything, I just
leave
get
with
to
the clothes.
keep them.
Talk about a not good Jessica look in a limousine.
Ooh.
Because y'all...
I still think, and I'm fully aware, come for me listeners, that I have my model basic blinders on, that she's not the worst of this. And I'm not saying Alasia is either. What I'm saying is the peanut gallery of Raina and Brenda are worse, with the shushing and the covering ears and all that sarcastic stuff, because Jessica says a very not fun sentence. And then Alasia reacts, I think rightfully so. It's in that Alasia maybe slightly too elevated for the situation cadence.
Mm-hmm.
And then no one, like, the level of seriousness should be Anjali and Krista's level, who are just cackling.
Oh, yeah, just eating popcorn.
This is so stupid.
They love this. But this is where I'm going to disagree with you about Jessica not being that bad. It seems like Alasia answers a question in silence. Then Jessica says, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. When it didn't seem like Jessica was talking, because the audio was crisp and clear of Alasia. And that is, we know on this show, the audio is not crisp and clear.
Yeah, I thought...
That's a fair
first,
point.
Alasia sort of tried to diffuse the situation for about 30 seconds. Jessica takes over the Ansley role and tells us what it means to be a mom, which is when you're a mom and you have a baby, you care about other people. And Alasia rightly says, but do you?
Also, Brenda sees Jessica being an asshole and is like, oh, that's my role. Anjali, you're uneducated.
Well, see, here's what I mean, because even after it happens, and again, Jessica is not being good. This is bad behavior. She stops talking, though, because
she does.
As soon as it happens, Brenda sees all this and decides now's the time, which is, I don't know.
I think the worst part about Jessica, and we're about to talk about how awful Brenda is here, but Jessica instigates this whole thing and then is like, oh my God, just get me away from this drama.
A fair and concise point, Hannah Jane. Sometimes I wish I had this energy. Like, it just to come be like, guys, shit. Oh no, what did I do?
No, not what did I do. It's, oh no, why are you doing this to me?
Did I say something terrible and then you reacted to it? Oh no.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I hate the drama.
But Anjali reads Brenda so thoroughly and correctly when she calls Brenda uneducated, ignorant, and rude, because that is what we have seen of Brenda. And for her to call someone uneducated is wild.
Y'all, take that out of your vocabulary. That is such a shitty thing to say to anyone. And normally, I think it's a silly thing when contestants on the show say the phrase, you don't know me, because I'm like, they've been living with you. They probably know you a little bit. But this is a rare time that I'm like, Brenda, you don't know Anjali.
No.
You've taken no time to learn a thing about her.
You tried very hard to not know Anjali.
Also, then this is... I did some fun research about Anjali's school. Because I was like, it is so specific for you to say a Red Book top 150 school. What a fact that you were ready to pull out. I looked up her school. Their mascot is the Erie Cats. Is that where the rare comes from?
Oh!
I don't know, but I just think it's
love
fun.
That theory.
I love the idea that that's just a thing they do at their school. Like, you know, and maybe it's a purely Anjali thing, but I was like, look at the coincidence. It's also cats with a K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time Brenda thinks she has a devastating comeback, it just makes her look
Worse.
worse and worse. Because she calls Angeli uneducated, which, first, is a bullshit thing to say.
Mm-hmm. And that's another racially motivated thing.
Oh,
that
for
is
sure.
like
fully
so
and clearly. Yes. Angeli pulls out her bona fides. Brenda says, "Oh, that's nice. I don't have time to waste talking to you. Oh yeah, Brenda, you have somewhere to go in this limo that you can't get out of?" And my name is Brenda, not bitch. Wow. Okay. What a comeback.
Also, Brenda says the word bitch constantly.
That is also true.
Constantly.
Brenda says that so... Oh, that's another Brenda difference from, like, the Rainas of the world, is that, like, Brenda loves to throw the B word around. Loves to toss that around.
Yeah, except then back at the house, we get more concerned Raina.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get
Raina's
to that,
concerned.
though, Angeli gives a... I love when Angeli, like... I don't want to say misspeaks. That's not right. But she words things in a way that, like, could be... yeah. I'm smart. People would not believe that about me because of the way I am. Perfect. Juicy quote. I love it because I know what you mean, Angeli. I know what you're trying to express, but also perfect. Just like when she says girls, especially females.
Well,
I loved it because Angeli comes in with the energy of, I'm just going to talk to these folks.
Yeah, she came in to have an actual conversation.
A pretty chill one, it seems like. Lays down, comfortable.
Even though Raina is very concerned that one of these black women might throw a punch.
as she files her nails. Well, she also says they're so angry and can't control their mouths.
Ugh.
Angeli comes in. She joins them. She obviously, this was in... she planned to do this. It's a little more of Angeli sneaking around the house.
But it wasn't really sneaking, I don't think. She walked in, she's like, "What are you talking about?" I also loved, "I don't care, I'm here now, so let's have the conversation I want to have."
I mean, yes, I'm fine with that energy.
But really seems to set out to be like, "You don't know me. You haven't tried.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you some things about me." And before that she can, they're like, "Wow, it really seems like you're talking about Brenda passive aggressively." For Jessica to accuse someone else of passive aggression is just crazy.
And then Brenda, because she Brenda says that this is her room and she's invading her room,
Her territory.
and then Angeli says, "No one owns this house. Leave me alone." Also, Brenda calls her honey in the... She might as well have just said bitch the way she calls her honey.
Oh, yeah. It's very hard to watch. I'm sure it was much harder to actually live with.
Oh, God. Tyra screen. Psych.
Palette cleanser. I found it actually pretty adorable when they go ding dong and then the doorbell rings. I don't know if that was timed that well in the real moment, but that was cute. I wish
Yes.
that was a great... Now,
Did anyone else recognize this old looking assistant?
No.
who was she?
Who is she?
She is Jordan from the third season, I want to say, of the Rachel Zoe project.
Oh, I thought she was just one of the Sabaski Crystals girls.
No. She's also been on The Hills, The City, Kardashian shows. Yeah. Her name is Jordan Johnson.
You know, the show Kardashian. And then Miss Tinsley Mortimer asked me to deliver this to you all. And then she literally leaves. It's not like she's a singing telegram. She literally is handing a note to them.
And Tinsley Mortimer saw the font choices that Tyra has made and said, "Hold my ugly purse." Because
Well, what producer gave Jessica money to say, "I love her handbag line and I think she's a great designer," with no inflection in her voice?
Yeah, they took Jessica aside and were like, "Jessica, you're the one who's going to know about Tinsley purses."
But I don't, Jessica. I don't think you heard us. You're going to know about the Tinsley purses.
Raina edits the letter live because she leaves out some of the worst parts.
She's like, "Oh, I'm not going to read it like this."
"Hey girls, I'm launching my latest line of handbags for Samantha Thavasa by Tinsley Mortimer. I'm previewing my spring collection in the meatpacking district tonight, and I'd love for you to come celebrate with me and my specially invited guest list. Tinsley XOXO. She knows Tyra ain't doing those XOXOs anymore. Specially invited guest list.
This is one of the weirdest guests we've ever gotten on this show. This is wild.
This whole challenge is nothing. And we've seen challenges like this before.
They're kind of a top model staple, truly.
Never before have they been so nothing.
So they arrive at the pit underground, perhaps?
Mr. J is still in classic Mr. J mode, though. You guys are looking kind of cute. Right to Alexandra's face, her first appearance in this episode.
His hair is flattened out and extra crispy, like a grilled cheese sandwich.
And some real southern church tie vibes going on.
And he tells them that the movers and the shakers from the fashion industry are here tonight.
Like he's the fucking Blob.
I would love if Alasia
you don't know that
in.
reference, JW. Hannah does.
It's a musical theater.
Yes.
I would love it if Alasia had walked in and been like, so are you a mover or a shaker?
I would have loved if Alasia talked to someone.
Oh. The fact that the Jays have to be like, don't talk to us.
That's my energy.
Were they given these outfits too? Because these, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to talk about my favorite subplot of this episode that doesn't get talked about because this contestant gets the least screen time this side of Alexandra. What is happening with Ansley's hair?
She got told to make it spiky, and this is her solution.
It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
It looks like it got messed up at a photo shoot. And
she hasn't been able to solve it.
Yeah, and it's been healing ever
since. They've put some got-to-be glue in her hair, and she hasn't figured out the right shampoo.
I thought you were going to talk about the subplot that Brenda is used to fancy parties.
Uppity party.
She says uppity.
Yeah.
Uppity?
She also
Does she think that's a good thing?
She says my backup quote, which I didn't want to quote Brenda, but... Oh, you've been to Dallas. I love Dallas.
Also, can we say something?
Perfect small talk.
Yes. We know that Brenda is lying about such uppity parties because when she won that fancy dress, she said she had nowhere to wear it to.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, Brenda, uppity parties are not. You have to be consistent. This would have been a great place to wear that dress.
Also, these are not top industry people. These are not the movers and the shakers because it looks like all the assistants are at this party.
Which, hey, an assistant party, great place to go to. But
fine, but not the top industry party.
And Jordan's back.
Thank God. Thank God.
This is fascinating.
So before we get into this, here's some background information on Tinsley Mortimer because I had no fucking clue who she was. I thought she was a made-up name.
All great. She seems great.
Someone you'd really want to spend time with.
My only reference for Tinsley Mortimer was in the other two where Helene York says she pretends to be Tinsley Mortimer to get onto a red carpet.
Sure, yeah.
Tinsley Mortimer considers herself a true blue blood. She met Robert Livingston Topper Mortimer at Lawrenceville boarding school and eloped when they were both 18. However, their parents forced them to annul their marriage. And then on May 4th, 2002, they remarried in Richmond and got divorced in 2010. Now, the reason I bring up Tinsley now, before we get into Jordan and everything, Tinsley had a show called High Society. And I think this episode was a weird backdoor pilot where they were showing scenes from this party. The failure of the show is credited for her downfall in New York society. And she wrote a novel called Southern Charm in 2013.
Is it a Romana Clef?
Which follows Minty Davenport.
Oh, it is. Great.
From South Carolina to New York, where she is the victim of rumors. Minty Davenport!
Cause of death? Rumors.
I'm tired of these rumors starting. I'm tired of being followed.
Alexander, sometimes your research sounds like you're making it all up like a monologue in an improv scene because it's just so unbelievably stupid.
I like these weird facts.
Minty Davenport.
Minty Davenport. Hey, JW, you're from the South. Have you ever met a Minty?
I haven't, and I've literally met a boopsie. So something that's too far off my path. Too far off my path.
It'll surprise no one that Tinsley Mortimer was a debutante, which says a lot about Tinsley Mortimer.
That being said, let's talk about what they're summoned to do, which is go into a room and compliment Tinsley.
Immediately.
The power to ask Jessica which of her handbags is her favorite is the wildest thing. And then Alasia says a confessional sentence that rivals how much I love Angelie's confessional sentences when she says, I meet with Miss Tinsley or whatever.
She is not wrong.
No, that is exactly the right way to describe this moment.
I just love, and then Alicia goes into this whole thing about, you know how some people say they're thinking too much? I'm the opposite. Not one thought when I'm talking. And you know what, Alicia? You know yourself.
Alicia also yes ands when she says Louis V.
I call him Louis V. He's so cute.
because I'm scared to pronounce that last name.
Yep.
Well, it's weird. It's like she heard, I think it was Ansley or about Coco Chanel, and she was just like, who runs Chanel? Who? Okay, because it's Lagerfeld. Okay, Tinsley.
I hate that it feels like we were robbed of a moment of Ansley walking in and being like, Tinsley? Ansley. Tinsley.
Also, I'm going out on a short limb here. Brenda definitely watches Project Runway, and that's why she says Michael Kors is her favorite designer, because I'm going to tell you, Michael Kors doesn't even think Michael Kors is his favorite designer.
No, Michael Kors is like, I made money.
Yeah, I made beige shit.
I'm an American treasure. Here's
I have
a
towel line.
Here's a spaghetti strap dress.
I know why we didn't see Alexandra. She doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Why did we not see Krista nor Angelie?
Because they did well.
Bet they did well.
The two best dressed people at this party, you mean?
Yes, I will say, to give Brenda the teensiest bit of credit, I think she had actually a pretty good dress on too.
Yeah.
I loved the color for her. I did not like that it was like wrinkly on purpose.
Agreed.
Never my thing, but she looked good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah, that's called gathers. Have you heard of gathers?
It is not.
It's called crepe. The fabric is called crepe.
Gathers. Angelie also got the low-key tipsy.
Let me tell you about, Hannah, you probably know this.
Mm.
Did you know that Sex on the Beach, there's like no recipe for Sex on the Beach because it's something that people order for the name, have no idea what's in it, and neither do bartenders, because I had a bartending manual that had how many? Like over a dozen different recipes for Sex on the Beach.
Back in, God, what year was that? 07, when I was a student at the Authentic Bartending School. Hold your applause. It's always some combination of like vodka, peach something, and cranberry something.
I just think of it as peach.
Yes, you're not wrong.
But like, people just ask for it.
Well, yeah, it's a fun name.
I'm just glad Angelie's having fun. This is the only way to get through this moving, shaking party is to have a good time. And Angelie accomplished that. So
and
good
let me
for
be
her.
clear. I liked it because she wasn't drunk, but she was like, yeah, I had 2 cocktails.
Hmm?
Sorry. Did you see
It was
the
a party.
open bar? Did you want me to be Alasia casually looking at the exit door the entire time?
I need something in this Tinsley Mortimer bag.
When Tinsley Mortimer calls out Alasia for playing with her hair and then immediately does the same thing.
I lost my mind. Like the moment that Tinsley wasn't talking, she did the same thing. And I'm like, What? Jessica wins, and then they break the math of the whole first call-out thing.
Yep.
Because their whole deal this cycle, if you don't remember, because sometimes I don't,
I also
is
don't.
that the first call-out from the previous week gets to join in the challenge win. But so far, they haven't had that moment where the winner was also the first call-out. So they're just like very of the moment, like, I don't know, pick two?
To make it work, because it was going to be the winner and a friend and the last week winner.
Yes.
But it also feels like production is doing this on purpose because of
Just to solidify our rivalries.
our three musketeers here.
It's always hard to tell what happened, and then they edited it into this thing, and vice versa. Because truly, for all we know, Krista did say Alexandra in this group, but it was like, yeah, but we're basically only talking about Brenda, Raina, and Jessica, because of course she picks Brenda and Raina. The edit has told us that is team needs each other, so they need each other for this 3-person photo shoot.
They head to back to 17, where they're greeted by unnamed hot photographer and Anne Choquette.
And Anne basically says, wear your own clothes, I'm busy.
Yeah, Anne has no time for them. She says, this is a personal style shoot, so like go crazy. And apparently Brenda's personal style is casual Beetlejuice.
Yep. Someone at some point, because they're always doing that call out thing where they're like, fresh, young, this. Someone just goes, 17. Imagine being in imagine being in any other magazine and someone's like, Vogue, or just like Harper's Bazaar.
Bizarre.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that shoe, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Something that breaks the world of Top Model,
Oh
but
my
also
God. The shenanigans. So I guess we know where the confessional room is.
But apparently everyone, well, I guess obviously everyone does, but also they could have been spying on this all the time.
All the time.
What poor placement for a confessional space. It is so funny to see the kind of behind the scenes uneditedness of a confessional where you just actually see Raina sit down and launch into whatever she was saying.
She was saying that Alasia has been picking on Jessica nonstop.
That doesn't track with what we've seen.
It almost feels like Raina knows that Alasia is outside and is doing this confessional for Alasia's, like to rile up Alasia.
Yeah, a performative confessional, if such a thing is real.
And then when she comes out and sees Alasia standing there, goes, "Ooh, hello. How's it going, lady?"
Are you Anne Choquette?
The lady is the funniest shit to me. Like, so caught, so trapped, so clearly discovered.
But also, to a point that Alasia has herself made many times, just don't talk to Alasia. You are clearly trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
And then, this is where all my generosity
out the 5th floor window.
Yeah.
of this
Because the
loft.
entire time, and I am so ready to be wrong. Hannah and Alexander have brought up good points. I was still like, oh, Brenda and Raina are really the bad guys here. Oh boy, Jessica, this is a terrible, awful, no good, very bad look when you two are like doing this dance on each other, and then the way you hold your hands and everything, very bad.
Yeah, all of that happens, but then once Alasia leaves the confessional, it's Alasia, we heard some of the things you were saying, and it's really creeping us out.
Creeping us out was just a stupid way to word that too.
I'm scared and concerned.
Yeah, it has real sleepover bully energy.
And real weaponized white woman tears energy.
Oh, for sure. But that like creeping us out thing is very like, we sleep in the same room as you and we don't know what you're gonna do. Alasia's been sleeping on her bunk, ignoring you. That's what Alasia's gonna do.
Journaling like no one has ever journaled before.
Yeah, she has those loose leaf papers. I have a question that's a little aside for that, not to take away from the terrible thing that's happening, but I have a real question since so much of this has also been about the fact that they're rooming together. Can we just not switch rooms?
Yeah, why can't Alasia
not.
leave?
It really does seem like they're not allowed to. Gone are the days when they had to.
Right? Because I'm like, a lot of this seems like, at least for Alasia's benefit, because Alasia is trapped in there with the three of them.
Yeah.
Yes. I will say, I don't think Krista wants Alasia in her room either.
Well, that's also true. Because Krista knows that you don't need each other. Krista's on Team Real.
They correctly guessed the Tyra screen, and it's the subway. And Alasia doesn't want to go to the subway because it smells like pee.
Correct.
And where's the lie?
There's no lie. So they arrive at Grand Central.
If you were to guess, as people who have used the subway plenty of times, which train, which letter, which line would you have ever, in your wildest dream, thought we'd get a shout out to the S line?
I mean, if they need to take one over for a photo shoot, it makes sense.
Yeah, they're not using the shuttle at 10 o'clock at night or whenever this photo shoot is.
I also appreciated Mr. J specifying the S train in Manhattan because I lived off the S train in Brooklyn.
Right.
And then Nicole steps off the S train looking so uncomfortable and is introduced as
Nicole, though.
Well, our first ever winner of our petite cycle. As though it's a spin-off, though. First ever?
I think they might have still been planning to try to do that at this point, yeah.
And then Nicole...
All this aside, Nicole has had a body snatch. Nicole has had a lobotomy. Nicole has a laugh that says, help me. I rewatched it like 5 times.
I don't use this word a lot. Deranged.
I've been blasted with smoky shadows.
Don't you want to win and be on top?
You're gonna love the colors.
Just hold on to my Ruiz.
My husband turned to me and goes, did Nicole always sound like this?
No.
I'm like, no, that was her whole fucking deal.
Is this what it means to be easy and breezy? I don't like it. I'm scared. This is where I'm creeped out and concerned. This is the right time to use that language.
Yes, correct. But guess what? Today's cover girls are edgier and feistier than ever. So we're going to transform you into New York women. And I was not ready for the level of sheer idiocy that goes into figuring out types of New York women.
It's truly like the show knew how overwhelmed we would be by having to discuss everything else. So they just said, hey, Hannah Jane, Alexander, JW.
You're all New York women.
Here's a little gift. None of these are problematic, but all of them are dumb as hell.
We're just going to sneak all these in and see if you notice.
The energy of Smoky Shadow Blast is a real Pokemon move set energy because, number one, we see none of it. In these pictures, there is no smoke, nor blast, nor shadow. And Vincent Okendo has to sell these colors
He does a full ad.
hard. And was no Sutan.
No.
He's trying,
But he has so much copy to get through.
all while just shoving a rounded stick onto people's eyes.
Yeah, are you supposed to put the pencil on your eye like that?
Now, Angelique's mostly been the hero of this episode. She straight up ignores what Nicole tells her in a fantastic way, because she sits down with Nicole. They're talking about the drama in the house. Alasia's there as well. And she was like, Nicole, how did you deal with it? Nicole basically says what is true, from what I generally remember of. She just fully stayed out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fully stayed out of it. And then Angelique takes that to be like, got it. Say exactly what I want to say and then leave. And Nicole's like, that's not really. And I just love that Angelique's like, got it. Perfect. Understood. Copy that.
And then Brenda has heard the funniest story.
Oh my God.
Says that Angelique said the word bitches, which did not happen in this conversation.
Brenda does this all the time. That's what happened with the conversation episodes ago when she added ugly to it. Brenda just adds worse details to things.
Do you not hear prepositions and only hear the word bitch? Does your brain turn all prepositions into the word bitch?
Ugh.
It's so funny. She told her to stay classy.
Oh man, the start of the use of and this is also on Jessica. I'm fully admitting that the word classy
gets latched onto.
Yeah.
Her face in the interview, Jessica, when she says, there's just some girls in the house who aren't classy at all. Implying, first of all, that Jessica is classy?
Brittany's theme dares to disagree.
I will to shit on Angelique the teensiest tiny bit, because I actually love Angelique. When she says that, well, I know how to be a New York City woman. I live in Buffalo. And I'm like, Buffalo is not New York City.
Here's the thing, and I want all the listeners
New York
to know
State
that.
woman.
Angelique is getting is the better person in all the house arguments. Angelique is still a wackadoo about a lot of her opinions.
I will say, as someone from New Jersey, when you grow up New York adjacent, you do spend a lot of time learning how to be a New York woman.
Sure.
To sneak in to Tinsley parties.
But
what's a bridge? What's a tunnel? I don't know. I'm from Manhattan.
I'm just 4 hours out of Manhattan. I'm basically there. It's just her whole deal has been Buffalo. She went to Buffalo Community College. It's like Buffalo. That's the 6th borough.
All I'm saying is you study them from afar so you can sneak in with them.
Sure. I would argue that Jersey City is closer to the 6th borough than Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up in Jersey City, New York.
I know. I know where you grew up. I visit there.
The only person who grew up there is Lisa in Cycle 9.
Anyway, let's start with Krista, who does something that no aspiring actress would ever do, which is to wear white on the subway.
Yeah, where's her green A-line dress?
A white, red carpet gown.
I also want to say the shade of aspiring actress. She's not quite an actress yet.
Mm-hmm.
But she also is dressed like she's going to accept an Oscar.
Also correct. At least a daytime Emmy.
Could you imagine?
Also, this is the cleanest subway car. They scrubbed it down.
For the non-New Yorkers out there, just so you know, it is rare, and I mean this in a sarcastic way, it is rare to meet someone in New York City who at one point or another was not an aspiring actor, musician, whatever. So we have so many reference points for what that could actually potentially look like, and none of them are gown.
But at least she looks gorgeous in this would never happen gown. Unlike
She really does.
Unlike poor Ansley.
Oh my God.
Whose artist's wardrobe is pure insanity.
Preschool teacher.
Yeah, she
has a small potted plant on her head.
Miss Frizzle cosplay.
Also, look, I need to know what type of artist. Like, they don't clarify that, and that's too general.
We know that Top Model doesn't understand artists, though. You remember back on the city bus tour artists, where they were just lesbians, maybe?
Can you imagine? Every time I meet someone who tells me they're an artist now, my first question, oh, are you maybe a lesbian?
But at least, y'all, those are occupations. Because Alexandra gets Upper East Sider.
She pulled the Gossip Girl card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, though. I would have preferred
a neighborhood?
Yes, agreed.
Because then that to me is at least the concept of a New York woman, right?
Sure.
And at least they don't add anything insane onto her neighborhood.
Excuse you?
Unlike Raina, who gets East Village Rockabilly?
Classic New York. Rockabilly!
And also, there was a better word for this, which is woman in Soho who cuts your hair sometimes. I've met this woman.
Woman who you tentatively ask for her weed connection.
Yes. New York classics.
I will say,
I do like Raina's hair like this, though. I do like Raina's hair like this.
It seems like production is also turned on Jessica, because to give her club goer is a real choice. Real choice.
I will say, though, that outfit is perfect.
Oh, I'm
That
not
is
saying she doesn't
exactly-
look like it.
We've
That
seen
is
this outfit on the
exactly
subway.
What every freshman at NYU looked like from Thursday to Sunday.
Yes.
Jessica was truly the only person who I've seen on the subway. Truly, though. Like,
Yeah,
I've seen this outfit.
East Side Rockabilly, or East Village Rockabilly, they don't take the subway. They just stay in the East Village.
No, I assume there's a secret trolley.
They're on the Roosevelt Island funicular. Angelique is fashionista.
And she adds later meat packing. She loves to add meat packing to her story.
You would think that this is where the insane outfit would come in instead of blazer.
Yeah.
One of the nicest outfits.
Also, this is where I noticed that Angelique's bangs have disappeared.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And they haven't grown out because it's not real hair. So they are now just getting tucked away.
I wouldn't even be surprised if at some point they got cut.
Maybe, but
watching her model and have such a good time and be so good at what she's doing is purely joyful.
You clocked it in a previous episode, Hannah. She likes modeling. Also, I think she knows how good she looks.
Yeah. She saw the other people.
She looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side of that, Brenda is a French student.
A sailor of a modern Titanic?
She went to Miss Clavel's School for Girls.
She is a member of the Riverdale yachting team.
She is the right age.
This might have been one of the dumbest outfits they've ever put anyone in. And when she walks in, I just feel like the Mike Ruiz would have been like, all right, well. Oh, are you the one they hate this cycle? Got it.
Great.
Click, 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 click.
We're good.
And lastly, also shady, Alasia, her job is model on a go-see.
She gets through her entire shoot. Mr. J is immediately casually cruel, and then is surprised to figure out that his words have an effect on people.
I feel like crying now. Really?
Huh.
Well, you just told her there's not a picture to show Tyra. And
Although
then
he walks that back real quick.
Well, he does.
We got the shot in the end. You just said you didn't.
Well, okay. I have a theory about this. I think we got the
like the midpoint of the shoot or something.
Yes, because what I think happens is, because it's the shuttle, they get the length of one way and then reverse.
Mm-hmm.
And at that halfway, they have to stop because they want the movingness of the subway and not just them in the station. So that's when he said, I don't have a shot. And then on the way back, it's like, oh, we got the shot.
Which is fine, but at the same time, like, since they didn't edit it that way, it makes them look so much worse to say we didn't get it. You're crying. Why are you so sad? Well, don't worry. We got it in the end. But you just said you didn't.
Yeah, I will say Alasia does have that tired Tyra toddler energy.
Yeah.
Like this weird giggling that she's doing. Like,
I just also feel bad for her, though, because at least as dumb as some of the outfits were, there was something to be inspired by.
A character to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She literally got what she is, essentially, but also just jean jacket.
And the thing is, we've said this before, I'm sure Alasia is a lot to live with.
yes.
But I wrote down, I think she's got a pure heart. I think she's going into this with utmost sincerity.
Yeah.
I think so, too. There's something really interesting that I want to put in right now. I was going to save it for Where Are They Now, but it'd be too far gone. So when I was researching some stuff, I found a behind the scenes clip that still exists on YouTube of a scene that happened right after this shoot.
Ooh.
So it's just Angelique and Jessica. Alexandra does walk through it, then walks back out of it when she realizes they're talking. Even Alexandra wanted to edit herself out of the show at this point. And it's an interesting clip because two things are true. It shows the two of them getting along. It also shows Angelique being lovely. And it's interesting that they're willing to post that like kind of behind the scene, because I'm sure this was like on the CW.com or something and someone ripped it. But basically both of them were talking about how their shoots went, how they both want to impress Mr. J, how Angelique felt really good about herself. Jessica hadn't seen her final look, so she described it to her, and Jessica also didn't know what the meatpacking district like was. So they have this really great conversation, and it also contains an amazing Angelique misspeak where she says it was kind of like The Devil Meets Prada.
Oh.
And I love the prequel, The Devil Meets Prada, before The Devil Wears Prada. But yeah, and maybe that's that clip and seeing it beforehand has shaded some of my
Jessica.
Maybe. And look,
okayness.
again, I want to be very clear to the listeners. I am aware that total bad, racially motivated, bad stuff coming from Jessica. It just feels like we don't see people getting along either.
Yes.
And so we only see the fights, and it looks like most of the time, and maybe this is just true of all the contestants, they're getting along more often. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say with it.
The show has set up these tribes and is very invested in us believing exclusively in those tribes. And it's never just that.
Yeah. It was really interesting to see two unedited, no music, cameras on, normal discussion between the two of them, and especially Angelique being so much more warm than the show will allow her to be edited.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side of that, Brenda's trying to secret herself into edginess.
She feels a sense of peace in her heart.
The edgiest thing is peace.
And then we get this shot of concerned Alasia in the bathroom, panning back through a darkened bedroom to make her look so small and alone. And the unintended consequence of that is that we see something that the girls have hung on the wall, which has the head of Mr. J and a Frankenstein body. Like they're attempting to build a nice Mr. J and breathe life into it.
I want to imagine they throw darts at this thing.
I wish we got more shots cycle by cycle of what people hung up on their walls.
Agree.
It always feels like a treasure trove.
At panel, we now have loose pantsuit, a harem pantsuit.
At least it seemed comfy.
Yeah, the color was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, all the contestants, the way they're dressing, it's much better collectively. In summary, when you add it all together and divide by 7, it's pretty good.
The guest is Anne Choquette. You girls had a photo shoot for CoverGirl in a subway car as it was moving. So the girls had to embody all different types of feisty New York girls. Was CoverGirl pushing feisty onto them?
Yes, seriously.
Raina is first. I think it's pretty boring.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but she just looks bored. She looks like she could be anywhere.
I think it looks like a lipstick ad.
Yeah.
That's definitely the focus to me.
It is as I'm going to point out, an eyeshadow ad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I'm partly saying that as a critique. Yeah, it's not her best. There's something kind of unactivated about it.
Yes.
This picture could be anywhere.
Yeah.
I will say there's a level of photoshoppiness on a lot of these that makes it feel like some of them were in front of a green screen, even though we fully saw that they weren't.
Did you have to be on the subway?
Especially moving?
So I feel like of the three of us, I have the highest level enjoyment of Andre Talieisms.
Yeah.
But he says of Raina that he thinks she evokes an ice-capped volcano. And that is hot, hot nonsense.
Ironically, considering the volcano. Sometimes I do feel like Andre Leon Talley just
says things.
Lets the mouth go.
I do think there is a certain pressure for him to do that. Like, you know, they named the episode Drekitude. You got to give us at least one every episode, Andre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine.
It's boring. It's a boring photo.
Mm-hmm.
Krista is next.
Nigel says that Krista gave herself a role to play. And I'm going to argue she absolutely did not. The show did. And she just tried to do that.
She looks gorgeous in this photo, though.
Yes, I think it's very cover girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that means she's a little deadish in the eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm putting that down to the extreme and unnecessary Photoshoppy quality of this.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not saying, because I think she looks pretty gorgeous. Once again, not an eyeshadow ad. That's on the fault of the makeup.
Yes.
And this outfit is even crazier when it's on the side.
Yeah, I don't like to get so bogged down by the styling of things and make that the entire way I'm judging something, but it's just such a silly outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all CoverGirl ads always have a weirdness to them. And I think it actually, for someone like Krista, who's got such great skin, when they also apply the CoverGirl glaminator blast away everythingness.
Like you can hear her cheek going,
it makes her look like a robot.
Yeah, real mannequin energy.
Yeah.
But I think she looks beautiful.
She has a lovely face.
Yeah, she looks great. Jessica is next. And before we talk about her photo, we have to talk about this shoe drama. And I'm going to say the shoes are fine. They're a choice.
I mean, in a season of Alasia's bathing suit.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I just think that to categorize this, as they will say multiple times later, as her being combative is a strong exaggeration of what we see, because she seems to just disagree with them and say, oh, I thought they looked pretty good.
I mean, you're kidding. The tone of "you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right?" Not the right tack to take.
Right. I agree with that.
Sure.
I think, if she had said like, "Oh no," instead, none of this would have happened.
Sure.
Maybe. I think she's as shocked as I was at them going so hard. I think she wore these thinking, oh, they're going to love them.
And we've talked about in the past that the panelists said, hey, there's a way to say it, but if you can also make it cute. And we've disagreed with that in the past, that you should be able to just have an honest conversation. I think that's what she was truly like.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with any of what you're saying. I'm just saying in the silliness of the show.
Sure.
If she had just been like, oh no,
I
this
think
would
it's
not have
also
gone anywhere.
Weird that they didn't mention that she won the challenge.
Well, maybe they feel weird about doing it because this photo is so very bad. I don't even think, like I said, the outfit is exactly on point. Yes. Her face is just vacant.
Yeah.
There's something weird going on, it feels like, too, with the left side of her chest that they feels
Photoshopped
like they might have
a boob out?
Yeah.
Or at least a nip, yes.
Hey, JW, height of fashion are tiny gloves. How do we feel about these mittens?
I was literally just about to say I like the gloves.
I hate you so much.
I do think that in some ways she did capture the energy of this person, which I think Nigel does say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will say, more difficult brief, because I don't think CoverGirl's normally going to be party girl in this way.
Bottle girl.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting to see from her, because as we've said before, Jessica's superpower is enthusiasm.
Yeah, she looks just
And
tired.
that coupled with the way that she looks, her particular kind of beauty, has enabled her to get away with a lot of stuff. And it feels like for the panel, if you take that enthusiasm away, both in front of them and in the photo,
They really hate it.
she's got a problem. She suddenly has a really big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Why is her hair stringy in this photo too? This is not what
That's
Jessica's...
what club goers do. You sweat it out on the dance floor.
Yeah, she's on the way home, to be clear.
Yeah, this is still 3 a.m.
Brenda is...
We can't even talk about it normally.
Brenda is next. I literally just... Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. I have a problem with this whole concept.
The fact that her headband is not even fully on her head.
They didn't even Photoshop it. With all the Photoshopping they did, they could have just color
Add
in
hair.
her hair.
A little red from the headband.
And this, hold on, this tiny brooch of like a school crest, I guess, and this little dicky of a tie.
Oh my god! But coupled with her expression,
The tensest mouth we've ever seen.
I really cannot with this photo.
oh my god!
I almost feel bad looking at this photo. Like somewhere Brenda's like, don't look at this. Don't look at it.
That's another one.
Remember my couture shoot from many moons ago? Look at that.
Yeah. Her eyebrows have never looked thinner.
And they usually do something to them, I feel like, with the makeup, and they just decided not to.
The fabric of this shirts they have her in.
But it really looks like she's just saying,
Someone walked on the subway she didn't like the look of in this photo.
It's like the mariachi band just walked on.
Yeah. Showtime has begun, and Brenda said, "Uh-oh, I could have gotten off on this stop and walked." She's on the 2 between 110th and 96, where you have to go under the park, and it's just that long stretch. Oh God, horrible. Alicia's next. I think her face looks pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to say 2 things. One, I am shocked and quite frankly appalled that they did not compliment Alicia's in-person outfit.
Agreed.
Alicia has been on such a drecitude journey of slowly but surely figuring out how to dress. And this
how
was
to not wear Uggs.
Yeah.
Yes. And this was the week where they had a challenge about dressing, and she wore pieces from that right in front of Anne, and they said, I mean, maybe it got edited out, but they didn't say anything about it.
Nope.
She has gone from silver bathing suit to looking quite nice.
Yep.
And then, yeah, with the picture, look, the picture's like kind of nothing, but I think she looks pretty in it.
It's also just the outfit is nothing. She's literally wearing a plain white t-shirt.
With a shell necklace for some reason.
And I think her face looks, like you said, Alexander, pretty gorgeous.
I think it's a very CoverGirl shot.
Yes.
Honestly, it is.
It just would be tighter.
Yeah.
Because all of these are not CoverGirl because they are waist high, which has never been CoverGirl's thing.
And maybe it's just the internet version of this I'm looking at, but it feels like, did they put CoverGirl at the top of each of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that in the show, but that is funny just to put that on top of it like it's a magazine.
But yeah, I think...
Not a bad photo.
It's not a bad photo.
And they really seem to dislike it.
Well, and then it's all, you're supposed to be a dancer. Why aren't you dancing like no one's watching?
On the moving train.
A new storyline. Even more storylines for Alicia.
But also, like, let's forget the 2 excellent photos she took that didn't have anything to do with dance, one of which was #1 photo of the week.
That we didn't even see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think she brought dance to the vampire photo shoot.
No.
Do you think this shell keeps her secrets?
No, it keeps the Little Mermaid's voice. Ansley is next. And we talked about her hair at the challenge, but her hair at panel?
Only gotten bigger.
And this outfit in panel, the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards.
I hate this photo.
Oh, do you? I thought it was better. I think it's better than I thought it was going to be.
I do actually think it's better than I thought it was going to be. But
the outfit is such pure insanity. I think the outfit might actually be worse than Brenda's.
I agree.
Those colors.
The fabric choice. Oh.
The random half bangle on her wrist.
Yeah. Why we see the gap in the bangle is bananas. I think her face looks pretty good.
I actually think it's one of her best faces, weirdly.
Yeah. I think she's learning how to really make her face look great on camera.
Why does Top Model think this is what artists look like? Why does Top Model think that artists just love clashing colors and patterns together?
Free spirit.
Is that a vape pen around her neck?
Or are you just happy to see me?
Like light gels that have been rolled up.
Sure. I know, I see that too.
Nigel says her expression is a smirk, and he thinks that says artist.
Artists are constantly smirking at Nigel Barker. Now, did I need the little hair twist?
Absolutely not.
I hate the hair twist. I hate it so much.
Do I think that maybe that's what she has to do constantly to keep her hair from exploding? Yes.
It's diffusing it.
We're almost done. 10 more frames.
And as soon as it's done, boop.
Alexandra is next. And for an episode where she is erased, this is one of the best so far.
And Mr. J tells her how badly she did. And then we get this stunning photograph.
In this ugly NYC $3 2 bags outfit.
Can I just tell you that I literally was about to say private panel. I literally forgot. That's how much they've erased Alexandra to me, though, that I literally forgot that we had to talk about her. But all of what you're saying is true.
She pulls off a cream-colored beret.
This does lead to a little bit of the leaning back is her thing theory. Because now I'm like, okay, a pattern is emerging.
But that's something that actually happens on a moving subway.
Yeah. She looks like she's the only person that looks like she's on a subway.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. That feeling of like, there's a feeling of movement in her photo that has not been in pretty much anyone so far.
Well, anyone who isn't holding anything, I think doesn't look like they're on a subway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, it's a gorgeous picture. I'm just saying, I did find it funny, and I will be interested to see if future pictures also have a lean backness to them.
Yeah. And finally, Angelique.
Wow.
I remembered this photo. Like I saw that this episode was coming up, and my brain activated that picture in my mind, and it is that good.
This is just so good. And you know what? Impossibly, it does feel like, with the attitude that this is portraying, that it is modern CoverGirl.
Yes.
On top of everything else, it actually also looks like elevated CoverGirl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I feel like I want to become Andre Leon Talley. I want to be like, I want to know her.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to her. I want to invite her to my salon. Like, this is so great.
I have a problem, though, with the judging of this, because they make a point of saying some people look not good with this look away, and some people, but literally almost everyone has done this exact thing. They like make this big deal of like Angelique, and then you looked away, and I'm like, literally, like, I want to say 80% of them were looking away.
I don't know. I just feel like she did that thing that Tyra demonstrates all the time. She actually did it, and it looks so good. And it's just so nice. Picture. It's so nice to see her get unqualified praise.
Yeah.
From the judges.
From a panel that has not liked her.
And then on top of it, we get Andre Leon Talley going way out on a limb and saying, I also hear that you're very, very wonderful in your personal life. And I'm calling editing shenanigans right now, the people who react are Alexandra and Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
Raina and Jessica, poker face. But then later, they frame it with just Brenda, Jessica, and Raina to make you forget as a viewer that Alexandra was truly the one that was like mouthing, what?
As she does, she mouths the whole word. And Angeli handles the moment perfectly.
She really does. She does. Oh, I got haters. Now, I want to know what the hell Andre Leon Talley was referencing or saying, though.
Maybe the crew likes her.
Maybe.
Also, as we've seen before and we'll see again, she and Krista have the most delightful relationship that we've seen on Top Model in a very long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know we've talked about Tyra moving away from the bits to go to private panel.
Well, she took the shuttle right back to them, apparently.
That's where the S train left.
This makes me think Tyra has never been on a subway before. Because when she says, and when I call you back, I'll announce which of you's subway stop is now approaching.
I wish she'd gone all the way and gone, bing bong.
Bing bong.
If only Miss J had been there.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe the going away from the bits is she doesn't have Miss J to save her when she doesn't have one ready.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's got no one who's going to yes into this.
Private panel.
They heap so much on Jessica during this private panel. Though I did kind of enjoy Tyra's impression of her. Or Tyra's impression of club-going groups of friends.
I like the idea that Tyra doesn't ever fully know what a group of friends is like, though. So it's always this, like, half impression.
I don't think Tyra ever hangs out with more than one friend at a time.
Oh,
That's
no.
Big possibility of stealing attention away from Tyra.
And we do get from Andre Leon Talley, apparently he and Angeli agree about this fake confidence.
Yeah, how is Angeli watching private panel and doing it in confessionals? Anne Choquette reads Brenda as thoroughly as Angeli did. When she calls her blank.
Don't see a lot of spark in her.
She is not going to add one single thing to a photo.
You don't hear a lot of Choquette reads either, so it's particularly devastating. I am surprised she said spark and not sparkle. Feels off brand.
And then even in private panel, we move so quickly through Alexandra. They mention her and move on.
I don't think they would have if it wasn't for Anne, who's like, give me this face so I can sell teen girls some makeup.
Right?
Andre says he has cauldrons of love for Alasia, which
Cauldrons.
I loved that. He's brewing up a love potion and it's just for Alasia.
And then proving that Tyra has never been on a subway, at least the MTA before. The rocking that she does to imitate a subway train is Final Destination levels of how a subway train moves.
And they, like always, edit Anne right out of that bit.
She wasn't there. She was at Crafty.
Oh, y'all are gonna do a bit? Well, I'm gonna get some cream cheese.
I'm gonna get a cheese stick. Not a string cheese, a cheese stick.
I have a microwave. I can do that. Now, I do think, though, we first of all, another good Anne Choquette moment is that Anne Choquette actually knows some French. Because she actually says, et moi. Like, and Tyra, you can see Tyra be like, ah, darn it. Does everyone know French but me? And I do think that Tyra is somewhat, even though I like the picture more than the panel seems to, I think that she is right about Alasia, because you've correctly surmised, Hannah, that Alasia gave herself the I'm the one to learn, I'm being taught, I'm teachable. And Tyra is giving her that narrative of, but is she getting it quickly enough to win this? And I do think that's generally Alasia's journey on this show.
I agree. And when you're starting from no knowledge, there is a concern of, are you going to pick this up quickly enough, no matter how hard you're working?
When you're starting from butt face onto camera, there's some work potentially.
Call out order. Angeli is first.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
What a relief. They even said it during panel. They're like, this is the best photo. Maybe one of the best ever in Top Model.
And I do love her reaction of, ooh. Love it.
Now, Angeli didn't get told to, that's not how we walk on a, next time you walk on a runway, don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Alasia doesn't get to be fun.
No. Then Krista. Sure.
I get
Second
that.
call out. Yeah.
I would have given it to Alexandra personally.
Yes.
Agreed.
but
Yeah.
Then Raina.
How?
Too high. They
Too
did
high.
like it more than we did, though.
But especially over Alexandra.
Yeah.
How?
Because Alexandra's fourth. Then Ansley, which, okay.
Whose
that
hair?
seems like the right.
I'm
place.
sorry. I'm going to say it one more time. Looks, when she's standing next to all the other models, even crazier.
You know how when your hair is doing stuff like that, sometimes you can like I used to stick pencils in my hair
Yeah.
because it was very thick. I wish she had just Tyra put the picture right in their hair and been like,
And it just stuck like at
Yeah.
a wedding table.
mhm.
And then Jessica. Can you walk in those things? Yes, I can. I
You've
did
already
it
seen me
already.
do so.
Fed up. Fed up. She gets a full speech.
I do want to know your read on this though, guys, because it's been a rough, bad episode for Jessica, but this whole shoe thing, it does just feel like they're just picking on her to me.
It feels like they're fed up for other reasons that they can't talk about for
Yeah.
some reason, so they focused on the shoes.
Yeah, it feels like this is fine. This works because we've seen such shitty footage of Jessica. But
Yeah,
it makes
so
me
you're ready
feel,
to see her get knocked down a peg? But if you think about what's actually happening,
Yeah, it makes me feel like the footage was shown to make this moment feel earned.
Yeah. It was just odd because I'm like, at the end of the day, they're just a pair of heels.
if you're rightfully upset over her shitty behavior,
Mm-hmm.
tell her that. Because we've seen Tyra get notes about things that are happening in the house before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't turn it into something that doesn't matter when you could actually be calling her out on something terrible
Rather than
and legitimate.
combative and unattractive about the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Which leaves Alasia versus Brenda. Alasia, who doesn't deserve to be there.
It's almost hard though because I don't have a photo that's as bad as Brenda's.
Well-
so it feels like Brenda should just be in the bottom two
By
twice.
herself.
Yeah.
I agree.
Brenda is a girl that got a haircut.
Alasia's a girl that embraced dancing.
This summary of Brenda, you stand before me, a girl who got a haircut. Alasia, a girl who embraced dancing. The classic choice.
Honestly, though, I would wear a branded "a girl that got a haircut" t-shirt.
But also, Tyra calls her a team girl. Fighter. Team girl.
She knows about team needs each other or whatever.
And then Alasia has the gift of dance. And it almost sounds like she says the gif of dance.
Which
You threw out the one thing that we said was your gift and your talent to get a stellar photo. You have nothing else, Alasia, just your gift of dance.
And speaking of gifts, who knew that this cycle was one that gave us so many notable America's Next Top Model used all the time GIFs? Because we're about to get a GIF from Alasia when she is saved and her picture is called that people use that I don't even think they know is from Top Model.
No.
I will also, a little peek behind the Podleadum curtain. In our group text, the number one most used ANTM GIF.
It feels like it's the Top Model GIF.
The gift of this gif continues.
Keeps on GIFing.
Keeps on gifting. When she does her fist, like ramping herself up, fist pump.
Full crying, though. Full crying.
When Tyra says, "Oh my god, you move like a butterfly."
What?
Who knew? Then Brenda goes out, hating on Angelique and
Yep.
spending and wasting her voice talking about another contestant, which is
And
never
also
a good
carrying
look.
a huge bouquet of flowers?
Yeah, remember we mentioned earlier they got flowers? Was Brenda just spending her per diem on bouquets of flowers for herself?
I mean,
Because
I
she
love
takes
that
it.
I love that energy of like, y'all need food, I need bouquets.
There'll always be milk and whipped cream in that fridge.
Have y'all been watching to the end of the Next Time Ons?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Because you think previouslys are getting casual. Let me tell you about this Next Time On. The day of the photo shoot, Alasia, she gets left behind.
Not even what happens.
Okay, so we have a double where they now because I'm going to do Brenda, and this was the last episode of Top Model featuring Whisper Goddess and Choquette. So I'm going to do a Where Are They Now?
Bye, ladies.
Oh, Brenda first. Brenda Aarons, and now Brenda Aarons Gutierrez. Brenda's an interesting update because there's both not a lot on her, but also she's one of the few contestants that I can find her current modeling agencies, like her full profile.
Oh.
So her Instagram bio reads mother of 2 angels, best friend, model, and instructor. I didn't figure out what that meant. Love, loyalty, fashion, wine, and food. Live, laugh, love. ANTM Cycle 14, Paige Parks, which is the name of her agency, and then Bel Air ER. And then I found it even allowed me to download her comp card.
Wow.
Oh.
And she looks the same. I'll say that she grew that hair right back out. And she still goes by that. Her eyebrows are much thicker now. So she has figured out those eyebrows, I feel. And I gotta say, she has some pretty gorgeous photos. I mean, not that I think we all thought that she also had some on her time as the show as well. But I was very impressed by some of her current modeling shots. And the agency is in Texas, I should mention specifically. So that's very much where she's, what's the word for it? Where she's her home base.
Where
so
she's
to
based,
speak.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Based. That's the word I was trying to think of. But yeah, so, and she's still, she must be, not that this is like stupid, but she has the kind of red hair that I don't always know is natural, but she still is redheaded in all of her photos. So that must be her natural hair color, but that's a very vibrant red.
Yeah.
And then Anne Choquette. Now, she did in total, and I honestly couldn't believe this, but 23 episodes, which I guess makes sense, but it's also a lot. It was from cycle 7 to now, to 14.
That's like 2 full cycles.
Yeah. And she also got some special thanks credits along the way, which I assume is when product was donated or maybe a 17 sheet prize was happening. I want to read something from her official website, which is anchoquette.com. It is my mission to help women and the next generation of leaders see their potential and step into their power at work, in relationships, and in their lives. I was editor-in-chief of legendary young women's brand 17 for the better part of a decade. An entire generation grew up and into their power with me. And I also found a side note that while she was editor-in-chief, 17 for the first time hit #1 in every conceivable magazine metric.
Oh, wow.
So that's why she stayed
Hell
editor-in-chief. I'm the author of The Big Life, a book that Jada B. Crump has. She says that. A guide for ambitious young women who are changing what it means to be powerful and successful in the world for everyone. Its message of building a life on your own terms is connected to women of all ages and stages. Most recently, I built a high-profile media and events platform, New Power Media, creating communities of men and women who are devoted to helping each other achieve and succeed. She's also been a TED speaker, a speaker at South by Southwest, Microsoft, and Facebook. And she was a consultant and contributor for Good Morning America. And her last thing in her bio, I skipped some stuff, but her last thing is in parentheticals. And I had a blast as a guest judge for 4 seasons of America's Next Top Model. She has to mention it.
Yeah.
That feels very indicative of how we thought she felt about Top Model.
Yeah. So let's talk about Brenda, maybe then a little Anne Choquette love.
Yeah. Brenda was both, for most of the season, wasn't as bad as I remembered. She was annoying, but wasn't as bad. It was really this last couple episodes where I was like, sure, this is what we remember about Brenda.
Brenda should have gone home earlier.
Yeah.
Both, I think,
for her sake,
due to her performance in the competition and for her public profile.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know. I think that her early photos were pretty good. I think that our analysis of her on another episode where it just felt like she somehow wasn't built for Top Model.
Yeah.
The way other contestants were was our probably most accurate read of her time on the show. There was something about Brenda that everything put together just didn't feel like she was ready or should have been a contestant at all on the show.
She feels very much like the first super fan of the show who got selected as the fan to be on the show.
Fans versus alumni or that kind of thing. Yeah. And man, she's one of those folks that she didn't have a lot of redeeming fun moments.
No.
Like a lot of the contestants that have some bad moments also often are on the show long enough that, or if they're on the show as long as Brenda was, get counteracted with some good moments, some funny moments, some good quotes, some goofball things. Brenda just never got that. She never had that.
Brenda's was best when she was just kind of invisible and there in a weird way.
I feel like she soured on the experience really quickly, and that was the energy that she sort of then brought to everything, was sort of a sourness.
I am happy that it seems like she's still successfully pursuing modeling, because
she was very plausible.
She really is.
She's very beautiful.
She had some good photos, and that was something I did not remember about her, but there were a couple of real stunners in there.
To talk about someone more enjoyable.
What a journey we've gone on with Anne Choquette.
I feel like Anne Choquette did learn something from Top Model. I don't think the Anne Choquette we met the first time could have done a TED Talk because you couldn't hear her. And I just feel like Anne Choquette was an adult on the set sometimes when we really needed one.
And also always a relief to have someone who really felt like they were on the side of the contestants, who was also in a position above them.
Finding out that a lot of what is her, for lack of a better word, whole deal is empowering the women, the female leaders of tomorrow, really lines up with what we saw on the show.
Yeah.
And
I think any missteps that Anne had seemed more of the time than an Anne problem. Like, comparatively, Atusa Rubenstein, she has real doubled down in her life in a way that I was shocked to learn.
Yeah, there's a TikTok, y'all, that is telling. But I and I also appreciated that Anne Choquette is, she, in some ways, as the pod leadumness of it all, she's the best kind of person, because I feel okay picking on Anne, because I feel like Anne would pick on Anne.
Yes, Anne does not take herself too seriously.
No, the fact that she uses that, her own gif of herself going, "Hey, lady,"
it's the funniest thing to me. And I'll miss her. I mean, I love that we're going to get Vocatalia. I'm going to be interested to see how that changes up the shows for the upcoming cycles. But there's something I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss our 1 or 2 Anne Choquette episodes per cycle.
Yeah.
We'll miss you, Anne.
Bye, lady. And if you're going to miss Anne, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. And I think when this episode is published, I think Spotify is going to start letting you rate and review too. So if you're a Spotify listener, which I know 43% of our listeners are, you get to join into
the math.
You don't have to go to Podchaser and leave a review there. You can just do it right from your phone.
You still could.
You can. You know what? Do it everywhere you can. But now you can just do it easily on Spotify, I think. If not this episode,
Spotify
definitely
didn't have reviews.
I think that because they weren't really in the podcast game, they have this year have really doubled down on getting into podcasts.
Yeah, but if you're a Spotify listener, you're probably already following, and if that is true by now, and if it's not, it probably will be in the future. We got a message from Spotify about it, so yeah, we would love it. We love the reviews that we get on iTunes, especially when you cram it chock full of references to the podcast. Yeah,
you can also reach out to us at podleadum.com or send something to our PO box at. Also, the address is on podleadum.com. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Come say hi to me on Instagram. And I'm so sorry to interrupt our normal rhythm, but I just wanted to say very quickly that I've been going through some stuff recently, and a lot of y'all have been so sweet reaching out to me on Instagram. And I just want to say, every time I get a message like that from one of y'all, I tell everybody we have the best fans all the time, and it's absolutely true. So thank you so much for everybody who reached out.
And where can they reach out to you on Instagram?
At Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum anytime you do, because as you can tell, we get sidelined and forget what we're supposed to do next a lot here on PodLeadum.
Hashtags help.
So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.